Have you done these questions?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir,
This
I think we
question.
did part A, 1 and 2. No, 1, 2, 3, and part B, fourth. You have
Okay.
to start question 4.
Okay. These questions are about the graph in figure 10.16 on page 136. First question A. Describe the incidence of measles cases in the USA between 1944 and 1964. Now,
Sir, we
boys,
have done this
you have
question.
done this.
Yes, sir.
All right. Then this question number 5.
So we have
Copy.
done all the questions.
We have done all the questions.
Yes, sir, you were saying that I will take oral test in all the periods.
All right. So let's start the test. All right.
Okay, sir.
And I think so. I told you that I will take the test of this breathing and respiration chapter.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes. Sir, yes, you said. But
All
not
right. All right. Okay. Well, question number 1. Yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a single-celled fungus. State one reason why yeast is classified as a fungus, not as a bacterium. What do you think, boys? Why yeast is classified as fungus? Why not as a bacterium?
Because sir, it carries out anaerobic respiration.
No. Bacteria also carry out anaerobic respiration.
So it produces alcohol in anaerobic respiration, but bacteria don't.
No. Not that the answer.
Sir, it does not produce carbon dioxide, but bacteria does.
No. Answer is that bacteria do not have nucleus. Yeast has nucleus in it. Got it?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Because he asked about the classified, right? We learned that in the first chapter. Bacteria do not have nucleus, fungi has nucleus, and yeast is the only fungus that is unicellular. Right, boys? The next question is, a student investigated in the anaerobic respiration of yeast to find out how the yeast population changed and how much alcohol was produced for a period of 14 hours. Complete and balance the chemical equation for anaerobic respiration in yeast. Now by
Second
C6
test.
H12O6, yes, tell.
So then 2C2H5OH
Very good.
and
And
2CO2.
very good. So over here it will be 2C2H5OH and over here it will be 2CO2. Next question. The student set up a small fermenter containing 1 gram dry yeast, 250 ml glucose solution. Now guys, let me tell you one thing. This cubic centimeter is equal to milliliter. All right.
Okay, sir.
Next,
Okay, sir.
A solution containing ammonium compound as a source of nitrogen. The fermenter shown in figure 4.1. Now explain the importance of each of the following. The water jacket. Now let me tell you that you guys can see the from here the water is entering and from here water is going out. This water is not entering inside the apparatus, it is just staying outside of the apparatus, right? That is why it is called as water jacket. What is its benefit? That it helps in maintaining the temperature.
Temperature.
All right, it helps in maintaining the temperature. What do you think, guys? Why the source of nitrogen is there? Why they have added nitrogen?
So it will go back up, sir. I want to see the
Sorry?
question. Sir, see the question again.
Yes. Why they have added nitrogen in it?
So, sir, it anaerobically respires, so it doesn't respire aerobically. So it
For
doesn't respire.
respiration, nitrogen is not required.
Yes, sir, but if there's no oxygen, so it
Like amino acids.
fire.
Very good answer. To make the amino acids or proteins. All right, boys. So why they have added, you see this nitrogen, so that the yeast can make amino acids, right? Or the proteins. Next question, why there is this airlock? Why this airlock is there?
To prevent the air from flowing backwards.
To prevent the
Or
entry of air. To prevent the entry of the air into the apparatus so that the yeast can perform anaerobic respiration. So that the yeast can perform anaerobic respiration. All right, boys?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, boys, next question. Figure 4.2 shows the change in the yeast population and in the alcohol content in the student's fermenter. Now describe the changes in the population of yeast. Now look here, the upper graph is for the yeast and the lower graph is for the alcohol. You only have to describe the upper graph. And how many times I have told you that whenever this is question about description, you
So we will
use
tell
the
all the
data,
things.
right? And you write whatever you see, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who will tell the answer, boys?
sir, yeast grow
Yes.
from a population of yeast population of 1 gram cubic decimeter negative 3 power 3 and to
No, listen, listen.
6.
You say it as cubic decimeter. Okay, gram per cubic decimeter. Okay, you say
Yes,
it,
sir.
but you see you have to write it, so it doesn't matter. Okay,
So it increased till 6 gram per cubic decimeter in for um 14 hours. It increased till 10 hours and then it was constant for till 14 hours.
So can I tell?
yes,
At 0 hours, it was 1 cubic decimeter. At 1 hour, it was like 1.2.
don't go for 1 hour, go for 2 hour.
Okay. At two
Okay,
hour, it was 2 cubic decimeter. At 4 hour, it was 3.6 cubic decimeter. At 6 hour, it was mm, 4.5, like 4.5,
Yes. Yes.
and
Yes.
at 8 hour it was 5.5,
Yes.
and at 10th hour it became
6.5.
6.5, and it remains
Yes.
6.5 till 14th hour.
Yes. Okay. So there's one more thing which you will add over here. What you will tell that from 0 hours up till 10th hour, the yeast population keep on increasing. And after 10th hour up till 14th hour, the yeast population remains the constant. It does not increase or decrease. This is what you see or not, boys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right? So this is how you do it. All right. First of all, you will tell everything with the use of data, and then you write down what you see. All right.
Okay, sir.
Explain the changes you have described. Now, next question is about explain. Now, boys, this is, you see, in grade 9. So we are leaving this question. All right. Why that does that has why has that happened? Why it was first increasing and then it became constant? That will come in grade 9, second term, inshallah. So we leave that. Now, name two industrial processes that rely on anaerobic respiration of yeast. Now,
Correct, correct.
usually bread making and alcohol making, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So it is also used in yogurt making.
No, not yeast, not yeast. That is bacteria. All
Okay.
right. Number 2A, figure 1.1 shows the human head, neck, and thorax. Okay, boys, one by one, tell me the labelings. What is A?
Sir knows.
Not nose, nasal cavity. All right. It is space inside the nose. All right, boys.
Okay, sir.
What is B?
Tracy.
Trachea.
Trachea.
Okay.
What is C?
Ribcage.
Ribcage.
Rib.
Rib. Because it's not, you see, representing the whole cage. All right. What is
Okay.
what is D?
Lung.
Lung. Lungs.
Which lung?
Left
Left.
lung.
Left,
Left.
left,
Left
left lung.
lung. What is E?
Diaphragm.
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 Diaphragm. What is F?
Right lung.
Right lung.
Very good. What is G?
Heart.
Heart.
Very good. What is H?
Intercostal muscle.
Intercostal muscles.
Inter-
Very good. Intercostal muscles. What is J?
Bronchi.
Bronchial.
Bronchus. Singular is bronchus and plural is bronchi. All right. Then what is K?
Pharynx.
Yes, very good answer. It is pharynx, right? Now, pharynx we have learned is the common area for the opening of the trachea and the esophagus, right, boys? So this is pharynx. Now, complete the table 1.1 by writing one letter from figure 1.1 to identify the named structures. The first one has been done for you. Now, they have done the left lung for us. Now, which one is the bronchus?
J.
J.
Very good. Which one is the diaphragm?
E.
E.
Which one is the intercostal muscle?
H.
H.
Which one is rib?
C.
C.
And which one is trachea?
P.
B.
P. All right, boys. In an investigation, a student breathed in and out of the apparatus shown in figure 1.2. Valve X opens to allow atmospheric air in while valve Y is closed. Look, boys, when you see this valve Y is closed, at that time valve X open and the air can enter. Now, it simply means that this person, when it will suck in the air, at that time valve Y will become closed and valve X will become open. All right, boys, and the air will enter in this way. And when this person will exhale, at that time, because of the pressure, the valve X
Valve
will
X will
closed and valve Y will become open. And the breathed out air will start adding where? Into this bag. All right, boys, understood?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, the student breathed in and out 4 times. The bag was sealed and the volume of the air inside the bag was measured, right? So the person took inhale 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and the volume of the air was measured. A sample of air from the bag was analyzed for the percentage composition of oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen. That how much percent of the carbon dioxide is there, how much percentage of oxygen is there, and how much percentage of nitrogen is there. The student then did some vigorous exercise for 5 minutes. After the exercise, the student repeated the procedure, mean that she again breathed 4 times after the exercise, and volume of the air was measured again. The results of the investigation are shown in figure 1.2, in table 1.2. Now you guys can see that the total volume of the air collected was 2000 before exercise. After exercise, it was 15,000. Mean volume of the air per breath was 500. We have to find this one. Now, boys, who will tell me? It's not difficult question. What will be the mean volume per breath? What will be the answer over here? How we will find it out? It's the easiest question ever. First, try to find in your mind how this 500 came. Yes, boys, anyone?
Sir, the answer is 3,750.
How?
Sir, like
Sir, by
2,000
dividing it
is
by 4.
divided by 4. So,
Excellent answer. Right? Now, the exhaled air is 15,000 ml, right? And the person took breath for 4 times. So it is very, very obvious. So what do? That we divide it by 4.
4.
What do? That we simply divide it by 4. And the answer will be 3,750.
50.
50.
All right, boys? Easy or
Yes, sir.
difficult?
Easy.
Easy, sir.
Easy.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, this is not related, but sir, like, can you tell me what the job of the pleura is?
Uh, what is the job of
The pleura.
pleura? We actually call it as pleural membrane. All right. Now, this membrane is present around the lungs, and in between the pleural membrane and in between the and the lungs, there is a space, and that is called as pleural cavity. And in that space, there is a liquid which is called as pleural fluid. Now, you guys know that our lungs, they are inflating and deflating throughout our life. Even You see right away when we are born, at the time of birth till death, these lungs, they are inflating and deflating. They are inflating and deflating. Now, if there is no pleural membrane and no pleural fluid around it, what will happen? That there are organs around the lungs. So the lungs, they can rub with the organs around them and the rib cage around it. So what can happen? The cells can rub off and there can be damage to the lungs. So this pleural membrane and pleural fluid, it is actually for the protection of the lungs.
So it reduces friction.
Yes. Pleural fluid reduces the friction.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. So boys, look here. The question one is calculate the mean volume of air per breath after exercise. Write your answer in table 1.2. Show your working. So what you will do over here, you will write down here 50,000
15,000
divided
divided
by
by 4,
4, and then what you will write
3,750.
3,750 breaths per minute. All right, boys.
All right, sir.
Now, next one. The figures in table 1.2 for the percentage composition of air in each sample do not add up to 100%. Name one other gas that would be present in both samples of the air. Look here, boys, what they are saying. If they add the percentage of these gases, over here 17.2, 3.6, 74.9, 15.3, 5.5, 74.9, it does not become 100%. Over here. What other gas is present other than these three gases? Easy answer, boys. Just think.
Sir, I don't know.
Sorry? You can write the name of any noble gas.
Helium?
Argon. Right, boys? There are trace gases present in the air or not?
Yes, sir.
So you can write the name of any trace gas. That will be the correct answer. All
Helium.
right? Yes, you can write helium as well. It is in the air. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, the figures in table 1.2 for the percentage composition of the air in each sample, we just
Sir, we
did
have
this
done
one.
this.
Yes. Now, this one. The results for oxygen and carbon dioxide in the samples of breathed out air taken before and after exercise are different. Describe and explain these differences. The results for oxygen and carbon dioxide in the samples of breathed out air taken before and after exercise are different. Why there is difference?
Oxygen is taken in the body and carbon dioxide is taken out of the body.
No. Question is why there is difference in this composition and this composition?
Because more carbon dioxide is taken out. It is not needed.
No. Think again.
Sir, because the cells are using more oxygen and releasing more carbon dioxide.
Very good answer. So, by look here, when the person is performing exercise, so during exercise, the person inhales more air and consumes more oxygen for respiration in the muscle. And when more oxygen is consumed due to respiration, then what happens? Because of that, more carbon dioxide is produced, right? So the more carbon dioxide is exhaled. All right, boys.
Okay, sir.
So this is the answer, right? That during exercise, the person inhales more air, so more oxygen is consumed for respiration by the muscles because the energy is required for the you see for exercise. While during rest, the normal amount of air is inhaled and you see normal amount of oxygen is used for the respiration to produce energy. And during the exercise, excessive amount of carbon dioxide is produced. That is why the carbon dioxide concentration is higher in the exhaled air after the exercise, because you see the excessive carbon dioxide is being produced. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right, boys. Next question. Yeast cells and human muscle cells can carry out both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Complete table 4.1 by writing the end products of aerobic and anaerobic respiration in these two types of cells. Now, boys, what you see end products of respiration in yeast during aerobic respiration, what is produced, boys? What will be produced over here and here when the aerobic respiration happens in the yeast?
So carbon dioxide, water.
Very good answer. Remember one thing, boys. Whatever organism is it, whether it is bacterium, whether it is protist, whether it is fungus, whether it is plant, whether it is animal, I have taught you that in all of them, whenever there will be aerobic respiration, always carbon dioxide and water will be produced. Always carbon dioxide and water will be produced.
Produce.
All right, boys.
Yes, sir.
So here what you will write carbon dioxide, here you will write water. Now, what is produced during anaerobic respiration in the yeast?
Alcohol and carbon dioxide.
Very good. We just talked about it in the beginning of this exercise. Now, human muscle cell, when aerobic respiration takes place, what is produced, boys?
Carbon dioxide and water.
Very good. I just explained you that, right? So, whether it is animal or bacterium or fungus or plant or whatever organism is it, whenever there is aerobic respiration, always carbon dioxide and water. And what will be produced during anaerobic respiration in the animals?
Lactic acid.
Very good answer, boys. The answer is lactic acid. Next question was, during exercise, there are changes to breathing rate, ventilation rate. Now, breathing rate means how many times we are breathing in 1 minute. Ventilation rate means how much volume of the air we are inhaling and exhaling. Oxygen absorption, how much percentage of the oxygen is absorbed. Heart rate, blood pressure, etc. Right? The effect of strenuous exercise is shown in table 4.2. Now they have shown before exercise and immediately after the exercise. This is the breathing rate, ventilation rate. I told you what is the ventilation rate? Volume of the air that
The
is
volume
inhaled
of
and
the
exhaled, right? Then oxygen absorption, heart rate, blood pressure, they have told that, right? You guys can see that in all of them, you see what has happened, that you see this breathing rate, you
breath.
see it, everything it is increased after the exercise, right, boys?
Yes, sir.
Now, question is, explain why the changes shown in table 4.2 occur during exercise. Now, boys, this is the question about explain. So, you will have to use the data. You will have to use the data and you also have to use your knowledge at the same time. Use your data and use your knowledge to answer this question. All right, boys?
Yes, sir.
So first of all, why the increase in the breathing rate?
Because more oxygen is needed to the cells.
Very good. So the person will inhale more times to inhale more air, right? And why the, you see, volume has increased of the breathe in air? Because
More
the
air is
person,
taken in.
yes, because the person
Needs more
breathe
oxygen.
deeper, right? The person also, not only the breathing rate increase, the person also breathes deeper, right? More air is inhaled, right? To the maximum capacity. Why oxygen absorption has increased? Because the muscles, they are performing aerobic respiration to produce energy for the muscles activity. Right, boys?
Yes,
And
sir.
you see, so that is why more oxygen is absorbed for the aerobic respiration. Why the heart rate increase?
So that
So that,
oxygen can reach faster to the cells.
very good. So that the heart can pump the blood to the, you see, to the muscles, so that the maximum amount of oxygen can reach and the nutrients can reach to the muscle cells. And why the blood pressure increase? It's obvious. When the heart will pump faster, definitely the blood pressure will increase.
Increase.
Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, boys, we'll continue from here, inshallah, in the next class. So, see you guys, inshallah, in next class. Take care and Allah Hafiz.
Allah
Allah
Hafiz,
Hafiz,
sir.
sir.
Allah Hafiz.